Hi everyone, we are Team In-Betweeners and this is our solution for problem statement 11 of the AI for Bharat Hackathon, an AI-powered system that transforms complex code judgments PDFs into structured human verified action plans for faster and more reliable government decision making. So this is the code judgment PDF that we will be using for our demo. It's about a retired school teacher who challenged the recovery of Alex excess salary before receiving his retirement benefits. The High Court held that the recovery from retired employees is generally not permissible, and especially when there is no fraud or misrepresentation involved. Referring to multiple Supreme Court judgments, the court directed the concerned authorities to release the withheld amount with 8% annual interest within 8 weeks. Now, this legal PDF contains a lots of legal jargons, which if we start manually reviewing, the entire PDF will take a lot of time to understand. Our solution is aimed at exactly solving this issue. When a high court judgment is disposed, it arrives as a PDF, often 30, 50, or 80 pages of dense legal text. Government official must find what did the court order, who must act, what's the deadline, and can they prove their data was actually verified. So our solution, Nyaya Setu, solves this in one pipeline. Upload a judgment, extract with AI, verify with source evidence, and get a compliance-ready action plan. So I will just here you can see that we can upload our court judgments. We can also drag and drop it directly from our file explorer. So I'm uploading this high court judgment. So our solution, Nyaya Setu, uses a two-pass pipeline. First, it extracts raw text and sends it to the LLM to find the critical pages, the ones with case metadata, file directions, and deadlines. Those and then only those selected pages are sent as images to the LLM for structured extraction. This means we can skip irrelevant pages, reduce costs, and get better accuracy, especially when court judgments PDFs are very lengthy and are usually can usually go up to 50 or 80 pages. So our pipeline is now working. It first uploads the PDF, it reads the page text, it finds the critical pages, and after extracting those critical pages, it will with the help of AI, it will first go over those pages and extract all the important details and our action plan. So after we are done extracting all the details from the PDF, the screen will look something like this. So this is So on the right, we have the extracted case title, the case number, date of order, directives, timelines, and on the left, we have the full judgment PDF. Watch this. When I click a source evidence, the viewer jumps directly to that exact page and highlights the text that supports this value. The reviewer can see the original source, verify if it's correct, and edit if there is need for some editing. Here you can see that for the directives, so in the PDF, it is mentioned to release the amount of rupees 3,50,000 to the petitioner, pay interest at 8% per annum with effect. And here we can also verify if it's actually correct and it's mentioned in the court judgment by clicking on the source evidence. So every important page has a source page, a code, and a confidence code. So this confidence code, like it says that this is not blind AI output, it's explainable, traceable extraction. The system also calculates a decision score based on evidence coverage, extraction confidence, and missing fields. Here we have 100% source coverage, means that the AI is 100% sure that all the uh, case title, the directions, all the judgment details, and what the petitioner and what the uh, concerned authorities have to do, it is 100% sure of that. So on the action tab, it creates an actionable. We can see that the AI has created an actionable government workflow. Here we have action type of compliance. The risk level is mentioned, the deadline is mentioned, and the deadline is calculated deterministically using the limitation act rules. And it is not guessed by the AI. The reviewer can also override the deadline. Like here I'm typing 14 days, but the system records this with the rule basis. Also, it generates a first 48-hour action plan checklist, maps stakeholders with their responsibilities, and creates a checklist with owners and responsible departments and due dates. This is like a real government workflow, not just a summary. It also Nyaya Setu also drafts a government style file note. The reviewer can edit it before approval. So there is a human in the loop. The president the precedent tabs can show semantically similar past cases with outcomes and previous government actions. We can connect this with a database of court judgments. We can help us with curated judgment support. Now, the critical rule of our project is that raw AI output never enters the dashboard. Only human approved evidence verified records become trusted data. This is the now our role here. We are selecting as the legal reviewer and we are approving it. Now, this is the decision maker views. Only verified cases appear here. Cases move through a compliance workflow, pending verification, drafting note, uh, awaiting approval, and then compliance done. Each transition is recorded in the audit trail. Every action is lodged, uploaded, extraction, approval, reviewers edit, and status changes. So we can move here from verification pending the required agency or the required person who we can review this and move it to the drafting mode. Then they can again move it for awaiting approval. And finally, when the compliance is done and everything is completed, we can move it to compliance done. Also, you can see that there is the audit trail available, like what was done for this court judgment and when was it done. In so here through every section also we can print the judgment data including all the details, the case details, the impact brief, the action plan, directives, and file note, and the 48 hours action plan, the stakeholders involved, and the checklist, the score evidence, and all the audit trail. In the future, we can add more features to this prototype, like secure ingestion of code PDFs, government SSO, if available, connecting related code judgment PDFs using local LLM so that data never leaves the government system. That would be all for our demo video. Thank you.